Okay, guys, like if you see this error now, your Jira software license is going to expire. Suppose your license is going to expire. The extension is first from this settings button, just click on applications. So here you can see like how Jira software is going to expire. So you can click on this manage license here. Click on manage license. Uh, no internet. Are you guys hear my voice, right? Can anyone confirm me?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Okay, so once you click on it and you can see here new trial license. So earlier what licenses we are generated here, so all we can see here. And I'll just copy it from here my SCN service ID. So normally the service ID will get it in a system info, but here also we can get it. Like click on new trial license. Select the product. So your product is Jira software. So if it is Jira service management is expired, select that. Okay. And Jira software, it's a data center. So once you selected that, yeah, it will be asked like any organization, you can enter anything. So now this is up and running. Then click enter the server ID. Okay, so then generate a license. So the license is generate and just copy this license and paste it here. Just remove this, click on pencil symbol, remove the older one and paste it new one, then update license. So now as the 9th June 23 is the last date. Okay. So this is a process like how to extend the licenses. And but once you purchase the license also that we need to update here. Suppose I'm using now is a trial license. My organization is purchased the license. So the license I need to enter here. So just click on pencil symbol, remove older one and update new one. Okay. So this is a process how to update the licenses. And this error will be go. Yes. Okay. So today, like after this section, earlier section, so we have a email integrations class and a system options to discussing. So when you click on system, so there is a lot of options here. But these two videos I will send like related to system and related to email integrations. I will send you the recording section, and you guys can go through that so that you will understand. It is like normal. Um, Email thing, so we cannot connect now because that Gmails are very restricted now, so we cannot integrated any other outside tools with a Gmail. But organization, like it is a like Jira and email which is located in the same place, so then we can. But this is things we cannot for testing purpose, we cannot able to do that now. So just to look at the video so that you'll get some idea like how to integrate it, so with that you can do it. Okay. The system option, it's some their explanation what is use of that option. So that also you can check that video, so that I'll cover that all topics. Okay. And today we will discuss Jira troubleshooting. So few guys will be second. Jira troubleshoot. Okay. So first of all, when when I'm working on the Jira, suddenly some one person is raised a request, hey Jira team, so my Jira is working slow. So when the Jira is working slow, what we need to do? Okay. The first thing, suppose when Jira is working slow, we don't know like what happening in the Jira. Right. So who people are did some people are bulk issues, import, and some plugins upgradation activity, some what people are doing and what is the issue is happening in the Jira, any scheduled script is running. So we don't know. So we need to know all what happening in the Jira. That case, first of all, we need to log to the server. So once you log to the server, we need to go to our where Jira is installed home directory. I'll just go to program files, Atlassian home directory. We need to go in Jira. So in the home directory Jira, we have a folder like log. Okay. So in the logs, we can see Atlassian Jira logs. Okay. So remember, we have a lot of files, but first step, Atlassian Jira logs. Okay, so these logs will be live data will be captured from the Jira. So if I open this, like in the organization level, if it is a Linux, we need to enter some vi command, a tail command, or ed command, so that we can see that information. Okay, so we need to read these logs. That's it. Like in the top is older, and if you go to down is the latest one. Okay, so what happening in the Jira and what is going on it and everything will be captured here. Suppose example, if you see indexing constantly check finished and means some person is done indexing. So when indexing is happen, the Jira working slow little less. Okay, so that we need to understand. Okay, whatever like plugin is upgrading, suppose user is importing. So anything it will be captured in these logs only. Okay, so first we need to read the log and based on that we need to proceed it. Suppose if any user is importing or anything, so we need to contact the user. So I've seen in the logs you are you are doing this work and due to this the Jira working slow. So how much time it will be take to finish that something. Okay, so we need to, based on the log, suppose if related to our team only, we need to do something. So then we need to like based on that information, so we need to proceed. Okay, next, once we read the log files, still I've not get anything in these logs. So then what I need to do? Okay, so if you see in the logs is nothing is captured in the Jira, we need to check first system info. If you go to the system info, yeah, system info, it is open. In the system info, you can see here total memory and free memory, the memory graph. So 57% is free now, but normal cases is 57%, like 80%, 85% is finished, only like a 10% or 15% only free. So that cases the Jira don't have enough space. Suppose example, like your normal mobile also, if anytime the memory is full, your mobile will be get strucking or it not working fine, something the issue will be happen. So whenever there is no enough memory, the definitely anything, so it will be work slow. So this Jira also same. If this memory is filled and it will be work slow. So first option, I'll write it note here. Second, Jira memory. So in the Jira memory, we have it two. So first option, without Jira, without impact, without user impact, we can click on four garbage collection. Now 57% is free. So I'll click on this fourth garbage collection. So it means some temp files it will be deleted. In our mobile also, sometimes we will clear the temp file. So our data will be same as it is. Some unwanted things will be deleted. Now is a 56 only free it is. So this will be adjusted. Like when you click on the four garbage collection, the data will be adjusted if anything will be now 57 is I've got it like sometimes it is increase of 5% or 10% or 20% also will be increased. Okay, so now it is enough space. Like if some cases like only 10 or 15% is available, that cases like more space will be increased. 57 is fine these cases. Okay, so first option, without user impacted, we can click on this four garbage collection. So second, what we need to do? Second, suppose if you click on four garbage collection also, it is not increased. Okay, so that cases we need to increase this total memory. So where we need to increase this total memory? Okay, so this increasing memory, this is also interview questions, and they'll ask you like how to increase that Jira memory. So that is like in the installation directory, Jira, and click on bin folder. So in the bin, like we start and stop Jira, right? In the same place, we can see set env file, set env. So set env Windows batch file is for Windows, set env sh file for Linux. So I'm just opening set env, edit with a notepad. So if I go down, you can see here, JVM minimum memory is this and maximum memory. So we need to increase this. So maybe I'll increase this like 4 GB. Okay, 88 something, 44. Okay, so Java, like a minimum, I like a 2 and the maximum I enter 4. Like this 4, we need to increase it every time. So then we need to save this file. So once you save this file, the JIRA restart is mandatory. Okay, so once JIRA is restarted, so then this memory will be increased. Okay, so I'm not restarting this now. So now 58%, but yeah, so it will be increased now. Total memory 2048 earlier, but now it is increased 4 GB. I increased to 4, right? It will be increased to 4. So when it is increased 4, the use memory 858, it will be available more now. So like a 3 GB place, it will be available, so that this will be get more space. Okay, so this is the way we need to increase the JVM. So just you need to mention that name, like in a bin folder we have a set env file, and we need to edit that memory in that set env file. Okay, so but JIRA restart is required and we need to restart the JIRA. Okay, so increase JVM. Okay, so but I'm not doing restarting. It will be take more time to restart or stop JIRA, start JIRA again. So you guys check it. Like I'll like once you increase it, you can restart your JIRA, so that the data will be the uh like count will be increased here. Okay, so this is a second thing. So third thing, what we need to do. So once if you check that enough space we have, good space we have, but still JIRA is working slow, so then we can see in the below database monitoring. So click on this database monitoring. So what this database will be do, like you can see this is like database connection pool, read and write time. Okay, so connection time, you can see here is blue color is a small line, so it means it's taking very less time to connection. Okay, but once jira is connection, jira and database connection is working fine. Okay, but suppose if jira and database connection is not working fine, so that cases this graph will be increased, like the line will be increased more. So that cases we got to know, like okay, so connection is not fine, so we need to connect with the people and a database team, so we can check with them like why database is not responding good with a jira something. Okay, so second thing, once connection pool is fine, then you can see below is a read and write time. Okay, connection is fine, but when I'm trying to enter anything from the jira, so it is taking more time. When I'm click on it, like suppose I click on this ticket, so it is taking more time. So means that what, when I click on it, this Java dev 5 place, what happening? So this data will be come from database. So read. So the Jira is going to it's go to the database, and it is read the data and it will be show to you. So that is happening here. So reads and write. Okay. So read and write, how much time it is taking, we can see here. So you can see right time it is taking very less time. So even you are not observe these lines, blue lines, it is taking very, but you can see read time it is taking longer. Okay, so why only read is not working properly? Okay, so same thing, we need to check with the database team. So these cases also Jira might work very slow. Right time means like when you created any ticket, it will be created fast, but when you're trying to open a ticket, it will not. So write means you are creating something, and read means you're reading something, you are accessing something. So the read only is taking more time now. Okay, so these cases also Jira work little slow, so we need to fix this with connecting a database team. Okay, so after database monitoring, so fourth option, so suppose a database is not working fine, but initial we can connect with the database team, or else we have other option called integrity checker. So when you click on this integrity checker, you can see select one or more integrity check from the list below to check out of the date information in the database. So what happening the integrity checker? So this integrity checker, which is helpful for to sync the data between JIRA and databases. Suppose any struck is happened or any thing is not working properly, so the database is not responding properly with a JIRA line, so that all things will be fixed it when you do this integrity checker. So this we can do like one by one, or else I can click on only one. Okay, so like this. So whatever, if you selected all, this all will be selected, like the related to workflows, duplicate permission, search requested, like projects, or everything will be selected. Then click on check. So if everything is passed, yes, this case is everything is passed means, so all my connections working fine with the database. Suppose any error will be happening here. Suppose instead of pass here, error will become. So how to fix that? So when this error will become, the backside another button will become called fix. Okay, we need to click on that fix so that the JIRA only will be fixed it. So now everything is passed. That's why I'm not able to see fix button. But if any one options, one place, the instead of passed, if that like message is error, and the fix button will be appear automatically. Okay, so we need to click on that fix button so that the error will be fixed. Okay, so this integrity checker we need to do. Okay, so next fifth one. So still our JIRA is working slow because the issue is not with the database. Might it is happening from the JIRA only. So that case, like final steps, we have like indexing. So this indexing we have a two level. This is a very, very important question. Okay. What is the indexing? They'll ask you what is the indexing. Indexing we have a two levels first. Okay. So two levels. One is projects level, one is JIRA level. Okay, so project level, when you open any projects, okay, so I'll open any of the project, and if you go to so project settings. So you can see here and re-indexing project. Okay, so if you click on this re-indexing projects, see when we need to do this projects re-indexing or instant level. So project indexing, when we did any changes only one project's level, and one project is not working as your expectations. Like suppose something is not working as we are expected. Example automations, or example the SLAs what we created, or example workflow transitions. So workflow transition is there from open to in progress. Okay, but I'm not able to see, there is no condition validation, nothing, but I'm not able to see the transitions. The transition is missed. So something like is worried, like if not working as you're expected, so we need to do this reindexing. So the reindexing will be do the resynchronization of the JIRA settings. That is a project level or instant level. When you do like a project reindexing only required if you made changes to the project field configuration schema or custom fields on time tracking option, you have made configuration changes that affect your entire instance, you may need to full reindexing. So only like if you do these things like configuration, custom field, or time tracking option changed, or any project not working as your expectation, so we need to do this. So if you click on start project reindexing, and until to reindexing is completed, the people they can create a ticket, they can work on it. Okay, but the people cannot see the filter result. Suppose if I write it project is equal to RM, so in that filter result I'm not able to see. Okay, so that is only thing you need to remember. Only project filter will not work, project level. Okay, I'll give you full notes later. So next is instant level. So again instant level we have a two. Okay, so I'll just open here. So we have a background indexing. and full reindexing. So this is a very, very important. What is this two different, background reindexing and full reindexing? Okay, background reindexing is, so you can see here, first of all, the indexing is an essential part of Jira affect most of the function. Reindexing keeps the index in sync with any configuration changes. So if you do any changes in the Jira, any configurations error, so when you do this background reindexing or full reindexing, so that issue is fixed. So background reindexing, what happened when we selected that indexing, and if you go to your Jira and application data, Jira and caching, you can see indexing v2. Okay, so this is a files, and even you can see here, and the Jira cache indexing v2. Okay, this is the location. So what happened in this location indexing part? So in this v2 we have this file like changes or comment entities or all issues data we can see here. Okay, and plugin snapshot or work logs. So all the informations, most of the all Jira information will be stored here. And when we do this indexing, these all folders will be refreshed and the data will be resynced so that the performance will be increased. Okay, so when we do the background indexing, there is no downtime is required. Okay, because when you click on the background indexing, keep your current index and update in the backend. Means this data will be keep it as it is, and it will be only refresh the backend. Okay, the folders will be refreshed it. Okay, so second thing, if you selected this, delete your indexing and recreate it from the scratch. This way reindexing is faster and more through, but Jira will be unable to the users until they completed this. Okay, so when you do this full reindexing and first background reindexing, same as usual, and we can cancel anytime. But lock reindexing, okay, this is first one only is good because user can do their work, but if you want we can cancel it. But second one, user cannot log in, and once you started we cannot cancel it also. Okay, so you need to wait until the reindexing is completed. Okay, so the first one, the keep the indexing file say as it is and it will be refresh it, but this is delete the full the indexing pages all files and it will be recreated from the scratch. You can see delete your indexing folders and recreate it from the scratch. Okay, what I'll do the background reindexing. If you click on it, reindexing, and you can see here cancel reindex. Okay, if you want we can cancel it. Okay, so if you require, like if you can refresh it and it will be done, so 100% is completed and acknowledge. So we have a less data, but that's why it is completed in the 5 seconds only. But in the organization, if lot of data, my Jira instance now it is taking 6 hours to complete this reindexing. So background indexing is fine. So the user can do their work as usual. But if you put it like full reindexing, if I click on reindexing, see, you won't be able to cancel reindexing until it's completed. During this time, Jira is unavailable to the to your users. So if you are okay with this and click on reindexing, so that we cannot cancel also. See, only refresh button will become cancel. We cannot. Okay, so this one it will be deleted. This complete folder it will be recreated. I think it's done already. Okay, so click on acknowledge so that it will be finished. Okay, I'll give you clear details about this details also, what happened, what is differences this two. Okay, so things, so we need to check this we need to do this indexing also. But after indexing, maximum this issue will be fixed, like a Jira slowness or something what you are facing, so it will be fixed. Okay, so now little slow from this this one, but now it is little decreased. And but the issue with a database monitoring I've seen, so the database read time only is not good, so it is taking more time, so that's why it is taking time. But indexing the integrated checker not an issue. So but sometimes, like if this everything we are done also, it will be not fixed. So that case, at the final step, we have troubleshoot and support. So click on troubleshoot and support in the final step. And so you can see here, when you click on troubleshoot and support, you can see here instant health check. Instant health means, so you can see here, complete your Jira body checkup type. So um, what we can say, like suppose, so human body also, if you are, if you don't know like where is the problem is occurring, so that cases like we'll do complete body checkup. So same thing here. So like if any place is problem, like database problem or any support problem, so everything will be captured here. And if you click on it, suppose if any error with this end of the life, so we can see here like how to resolve the option also. Okay, so how to resolve the option we can see. And if you click on it, that we can the resolution process will become here. But as of now, this everything is past. Okay, and instant health check, if any problem we can see, and we can see how to resolve the option also. The next thing, suppose log analyzer. The log analyzer, which is helpful for, suppose I told you first case, right? So we need to read these Atlas and Jira logs, but I'm not good with to read the logs. So that cases we can select this log analyzer, select these logs. Okay, enter the location of the file or something, or else you will scan your standard logs file. Standard log files only the same, the Atlas and Jira logs. You can see program files, Atlas and application data, Jira, Atlas and Jira logs. Okay, so the Jira will be read these logs, and it will be give you the inputs. Okay, so and once you read, one Jira will be read this Atlas and Jira logs, and if any error is there, so it will be give the result here. So like what happening, any plugins is upgrading or any data is stocked or anything, so related, instead of reading this by ourselves, and we can give to the Jira only to read the logs to give the results. Okay, and we can see how to fix also, like it will become by hyperlink. So if any error will become, so it will become like a normal like error, or okay, so some error type, and completely is a warning type. So warning things is not a problem, but error things, so we need to fix it. The fixing also, if you click on that same error button, and it will be open the same URL. So the URL will be open how to resolve it, and we can resolve it. Okay, so but still, if the log analyzer it not gives anything, and still our Jira is working slow, and we can go to this diagnostic center. So this is normally gives to our logs. This is not an good helpful, just this should be turn on both. So then get help, the get help which is helpful for to raise a request with a contact technical support team. So this URL will be take you to like you can contact to Atlas and support team. So you are these messages will be go to the Atlas and team, and they will helpful for to how to fix it. Okay, the final thing also, suppose when you are contact to these people, they might ask you or create a support zip, your Jira instant zip we need. So that cases we need to come to this create a support zip, create zip, and we can customize it also. Some cases they don't want all I bit, they don't want Tomcat configuration, cloud migration logs, they don't want. Okay, they don't want cluster nodes or something. So what they want only, we can check it, we can save, then we can create a support zip. Once the zip is created, and we need to click on download this zip, and we need to attach here. Okay, so severity, some cases we can, what is like it's a major or critical or minor functionality, what it is like, we need to enter the description and summary, and we need to create a customized zip here, attach support zip. Okay, so customize and we can attach it. Okay, so the support zip and we need to get it from here. So it is done. We need to click on download zip. So when you click on download zip, so we can see here. Okay, that we need to attach here. Okay, so that the people will be Atlas and team will be get your requirement and our Jira is working slow and we are not able to fix it or something. So they will see the what happening in your configuration. So they'll help you. Okay, so this is the final step. So we need to do. Okay, and so I'll give you clear notes about these complete configurations, uh, troubleshooting. So this is all like Jira is when Jira is up and running and it's working slowness. But the second thing we have options, we have a chance to suppose suddenly your Jira is down. So that case is what we need to do. So same thing when Jira is down, we need to read these logs so that what happened in the Jira we can capture. So next, suppose we are not capture anything here. So we need to check first and how to like Jira is started or not. So in a Windows, we will check in the services, right? In this, I'll go to the services and so I will check here my Jira is working running or not. So my Jira is running, but why I'm not able to access it? Okay. So first case is example, my Jira is not running. Okay. So what we need to do? We need to start Jira. That is the immediate thing. So my Jira is not started. So I'll start the Jira from these services or else from bin folder also we can start the Jira. So but once Jira is started, it's working fine. That is okay. Okay. So we need to start the Jira and that is okay. Fine. But suppose Jira is not running.
Hello.
guys, sorry. So suppose I started a Jira. Suppose Jira is down. I've seen in the this log. So Jira is not running. So what I'll do, I'll just start the Jira. So Jira is started. Okay. So then we need to look into like the all the logs, like Atlas and iPhone Jira logs, like what happened. So based on that, we need to create like a incident, and we need to work on it, and it should not be happen next time. But suppose not running, and we need to start Jira. Okay. So Jira is not started. So that case is what we need to do. So if Jira is not started, so the logs we need to read, then this is the logs is the location installation folder. Then you can see logs. If Jira is not started, we need to read like catenina logs. Okay. So latest catenina logs we need to read. Okay. But what we need to read means, and we cannot like, so we need to go down, and if any error, suppose Java related error, any Tomcat error, okay, so any app version is not working as expected, so this is all information will be captured here when Jira is started. So any struck is there, the information will come. Suppose if you see any app version is not supporting any Java error, and this file is not able to load, so some cases that all information will become. So when real time issue comes, so then only we can explain properly. But now Jira is working fine, that problems I cannot show you. But when the problem is happen, this Jira is not started, the related information it will be captured here. And in the interview also, they'll ask you like, I try to start my Jira, it's not started, what we need to do. So we need to read that catenary logs to capture the informations why Jira is not started. So based on that, the logs, and we need to fix the issue, and we need to start the Jira. Okay, so this is the answer only we can tell, and we cannot tell the exactly things, because if it is not coming actual error, we cannot. But as of now, I've also not faced like when I started the Jira is started obviously, so it will no problem. But if not started, the things we need to read like catenary logs. Okay. So but few people say like Jira is down, but when I check, Jira is running. Okay, so that case is what we need to do. If I came here, Jira is started, but when I enter localhost 8080, I'm not able to see. Okay, so that case is that if not able to access here means backend Jira is working, but maybe if it is related to my URL or firewalls related error. Okay, so that information, so we can read here localhost logs, the latest localhost logs we need to read. Okay, so this localhost logs will be capture all the information related to this URL one. Okay, Jira is started, but if you're not able to access here, the issue related to your URL, maybe firewalls, any DNS error, so something like that. So the information will be captured this localhost logs. As of now, working fine. That's why there is no logs, I think. But the logs is we need to read this. But suppose I'm able to access the URL, but I enter my username and password, admin is right one, but I don't know, like it not working, it give me the error. Okay, so that cases we need to read here the access logs. So you can see somewhere access logs. Okay, so these logs we need to read, and these logs is related to the login credentials. Okay, so if any time the credential is you enter correct, only if gives some error or something, we need to read this. Okay, so we have some other logs also here, but these three logs are important here. Okay, so just noted, that's it. Okay, so I'll give you it, I'll give you the notes also related, like what we need to read at what time. So but you need to remember this. Okay, Jira is working slow time, so we can do this, but Jira is not running this time, we need to do this. Jira is down, if not running, we need to start. If it started, is fine. Okay, so started is fine. If not running, we need to start the Jira and not started. Okay, so that case is what we need to do, we need to read catenary logs. If Jira is running but we are not able to access the URL, so that case we need to read that localhost logs. If URL is accessible but user credential is not working, so then we need to see access logs. Okay, so the logs we need to read, and based on the logs we need to fix that issues. Okay, so guys, this is the complete troubleshoot of the Jira. So this is very, very important thing. So I'll give you the notes and you just go through that. Okay, and next what we'll discuss. Okay, so database migrations. So this is also important. If sometimes will come, sometimes it will not come. So maybe our organization using Oracle now. Okay, so they are planning to move a Postgres. Okay, suppose my organization using Postgres. Okay, so they're planning to move to like Microsoft SQL. Microsoft SQL, something. So any migration is same process, but as of now I'm using H2. I'm planning to move to Postgres SQL. See, if you go to my Jira, that is the problem. My Jira is working slow because of this database also might be the chance. So this H2 database will not support longer, and if support also, it will work very slow. So this much data it will not handle the H2. Okay, so anytime in the organization level, H2 database we need to use it for only installation purpose and setup, but once actual work is started we cannot use this H2. So since it will be take very headache if something goes wrong and we lost complete data. Okay, so because this H2 we cannot logged in and we cannot run the queries to get the data, or take the snapshot, something, nothing, we cannot do anything. Suppose this standard database only we can log and we can do something. Okay, so any database we need to use it like standard database. So as of now you can see my Jira version and database here. So database type is H2. So I'm using a H2, and this is H2 JDBC driver something like. So I'm using H2. So I'll change this to Postgres. Okay, without lost the data. Okay, so we'll see like what is the process and everything. So first I need to set up when databases comes, like we need to the target databases. So based on our Jira, we need to set up the database. So I'm using version 9.4.4. Okay. So 9.4.4 Jira supported platforms. And this, if you are good, you can install it, or if you are not good, and you can contact organization database team and they will install it. This is 9.4, and 9.5, 9.6, 9.7, 9.8 also is there. So 9.4 we are using. So all 9.4 versions are same. And if you come to this database PostgreSQL, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 will be supported. So I'll go to install 13, and how to install we discussed about the starting only, right? PostgreSQL download. PostgreSQL download. This is a Windows download installer, and I'll choose a 13. So because 13, 14 will be supported, and 13 is fine. It not completely top and not completely down. So it is middle of it and it's fine. So then it is Linux and Windows 64. This is okay. So I'll just click on this. Yeah, it started download. The first option, on-prem, or some people they call as a standard database or something. So my case is PostgreSQL. Maybe it's a real time, maybe it's different. Like already using Postgres, we are shifting to Oracle, or I'm using Oracle now shifting to Postgres. So that what you are planning, so we need to set up that first. So I'm planning to change to Postgres. The Postgres should be set up first. Okay, so that we are doing now. So yeah, it's downloaded, and you know like how to install this, right? So whenever you are here, and I'll refresh, it's fine. Okay, so select it and run as an administrator. Yes. So next, this is the installation directory is fine, and the home directory all I've selected. Next, data folder, yes. Password, I'll enter Jira user. Then click on next. 5432, fine. This is fine. Click on next. Setup. Okay, then click on finish. The stock builder will be open, but I don't want this. I'll just click on cancel this now. Okay, so then if I enter PG admin 4, and it will be open. Okay, so first setup is done. Okay, so once setup is done, we need to take JIRA backup. Okay, so second thing. So I think as of now, we not discuss how to take the JIRA backup. So this is the process we need to take. So just go to the JIRA, then click on a system. In the system place, we can see the options called backup system. Okay, so click on backup system and click on admin. So that is a login, and once you logged it, you need to enter file name. So just I'll enter h2. So because I'm taking this h2, so once you take the backup, the backup will be stored here. Okay, so see program files, Atlassian, application data, JIRA, and export. So normally we have here few files already. I think if you go to system, program files, Atlassian, and application data, JIRA, so export. So export folder as of now I have lot, and it is created daily wise. Daily wise it's created. So I just deleting this. Okay, so the latest one I'm just clicking h2, click on a backup. So when we take that backup, the same will be stored these places. Okay, 1 second. See, h2.gp file is created, and now if I refresh it, see h2. Okay, so this is the latest one. So we need to use this for import again after migrate the data. I'll tell you the process. So once it is done, so what is the next step we need to do? So like whether you can stop your JIRA, that is fine. If you're not started, stop the JIRA also, that's fine. So what I'll do, I'll stop the JIRA for better, and I'll click on stop JIRA. Okay, as of now, we have discussed like how to, like while creating a JIRA instance, we set up a database, right? The database connection, whether building database, it will create h2, or whether we can select PostgreSQL. But where is the location to integrate it those two? So it is connected, but it will be show the connection file or connection location where it is in JIRA. So once the data backup is created, and if you stop the JIRA, you can see in the application data JIRA. If you click on the JIRA place only, application home directory JIRA, you can see in the down dbconfig.xml file. So this is the file only will be decided which database it's connected with the JIRA. Where is the database also, I don't know. So just my JIRA is working with some databases. If I open my JIRA, I can see PostgreSQL, or I can see Oracle. But where it is defined, the defined file is dbconfig.xml file. So this is also interview question. So where is the DB file, database file, and how to know like which database is connected with my JIRA, and what is the where is the file location. So this is the file location. If I open this, I'll open this edit with a notepad, and you guys, you can see. So as of now, I'm using default databases. These are default. It's called H2, and public schema I'm using. This is the driver location. H2 direct program files, Atlassian, application data, JIRA, database, H2DB. So it means whenever JIRA is installed a database, that database will be installed this place itself. If you go to the data, sorry, where it is, application data, JIRA, database only file, and H2 database. See this. So this is the two files only we have. So we cannot open this, we cannot run or anything, something here. Okay. So, and if you change this content to configure with an PostgreSQL now, that's it. Okay. But how, where I need to change it, what I need to change is, I don't know. So example, I'll just go to here in the place, I'll just enter. PostgreSQL connect with the Jira. I'll open files. Yeah. So this is the way they explain like connect Jira application with to PostgreSQL and create and configuration PostgreSQL. This is we are done this all the steps. So database connection fields. So this is only we need. But in the final first, we need this total content. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll just total copy of these. Okay. But before do anything like this, first step we need to do, we need to take copy of it. Okay, so what I'll do here first, I'll go to the Jira dbconfig XML, take copy and paste it here. So copy it will be take. Okay, so this actual one you can edit now. If anything goes wrong, we have a older file, we have same as it is, right? So that is the things we need to do anytime. So next, if I open this, okay, I'll copy the file from here, the full file copy, and anything you will get it from the this file. If you're connected with the Oracle, the files will become what we need to change it everything. Okay, so I'll just remove all these, the content I enter related to Postgres, but this is the actual users details what we have. So no, we need to change it. So what we need to change it here, so it will be mentioned here. Okay, the first place OS name. So this is the file. So where it is file URL GDBC PostgreSQL DB server. Instead of DB server, I need to enter my server. So what is my server now? Instead of DB server database, what is the database server? My installation is localhost only. So within my instant, when I enter my instant, so I can see local like I need to enter localhost only. If it's different server and like different system, that system IP address we need to mention. Okay, so next thing, a port number we need to enter here. Okay, port number 5432 is a default and default is fine. And next 5432 is fine. Next, database name, so Jira DB, but my database is, sorry, my database is Jira or not Postgres. Okay, but if you want to create a new database also, we can create from here. Example here, if I enter Jira user. Okay, so default database is a PostgreSQL. Okay, Jira user. So default is PostgreSQL, and in a server I can create, I register it, create a new server. So this server also is the name, I can put it like a Jira DB. Okay, server same, and a connection also host name like localhost. Okay, PostgreSQL only name, and name everything is same. Okay, and authentication is nothing, kernel SSL. Okay, this is all same. Just two things we need to enter. Unable to connect to server, localhost 5432 failed. Localhost 543 is correct only. Unable to connect server, connection is password. Maybe we need to enter password. Yeah. So we need to enter password. I forgot. Now, see, I have a two servers. One is a PostgreSQL, one is a JIRA So the now if I enter JIRA yeah, it's fine. Okay, same as it is. I created the same now. So my information will be captured here now. Same, we can see databases here. And if I click on JIRA in that I have a database tables. In that I have a Postgres, and in that schema is a public. So same, we need to enter this information also. Now, if I go to this file, next Jira DB is fine. Next, what I need to change it? I need to change it called username and password. So where is the username? Username is here. My username is not DB user. My username is Postgres only. While installing, we are set up, right? So Postgres. Okay. Password is what I enter Jira user. This is my password. And the schema, I can change the schema if you require. Like if I go to this Postgres, this is the user, right? So if I create a other user, like in the databases, if I create other one, so this is the other user. So that's why I enter Postgres only. This is the user Postgres. In that I have a schema, public schema. So I can create a new schema also. Instead of public schema, I can put it like a different schema also. Okay. So example, like I'll create a Jira schema, Jira. So on a Jira DB or security or whatever it is same, everything will be captured. Now I have a two schemas. One is a Jira and one is a public. So I'll connect it with Jira one. So where I need to change this, instead of public here, change that into Jira. Okay, so that's it. What we need to change first, host name, port number, and database. Okay, so after database is connected, then you user like username, password, and then finally schema. Okay, so this is the things only we need to change it, this file. Then we need to save this. That's it. So if I click on save now, so this, if I click on this button, this file will be changed. Okay, but some people, I'm not good with this process. Okay, so to copy this content and to modify that content, I'm not good with this. So is there any simple way to connect this? Yes, I'm not saving this, I'm closing this. Okay, I don't want to save. Okay, so now if I check my file also, earlier dbconfig xml file, if I open it, see, this is h2 only as of now. So I've not saved it, just I show you like how to edit and where we need to edit the content, everything, but I'm not edited. So I then closed it. So we have this simple solution that just go to the application data, Jira, then go to bin. So in a bin folder, you can see like config.sh and config file, config.windows file. Then double click this config file. So immediately this command prompt will be open and automatically this page will be pop up. So here first home directory, then click on database. So as of now, see, my database is, my Jira is connected with the H2 database. This is also one way to how to find databases from the backend. This is the database when I click on it, and H2 database is as of now. If I click on test connection, it's success because my H2 database is working fine. This is also this is a way, like sometimes if database is not connected, the connection error, we can check it from here. Okay, so next in the drop down, select Postgres SQL, enter your host name first. I have enter localhost, port number 5432. What is my database? Instead of like a normal database, Postgres SQL, I've choose Jira DB, right? So I'll just enter Jira DB now. Database is Jira DB. What is the username? Postgres. Password, Jira user. Schema. Instead of public schema, I created a new schema called Jira, right? So see, in a Jira DB, and I've just selected, instead of two schema, instead of normal default public schema, I've selected Jira schema. So click on this Jira. Sorry, enter the schema here. Here Jira schema, then test connection. So everything is fine. Then it works fine. Jira DB is fine. Fertile database does not exist. Mm, why it is not working? Mm, 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 mm. 5432 Jira DB database, Postgres SQL, blah, blah, okay. Mhm. If I enter this, it will be connected, but one second, guys. Yeah, sorry. Oh, okay. So one mistake here. So this is different server we created. So instead of that, we can do this. Okay, I'll remove this server. I created a server instead of databases. Okay. So in the server Postgres SQL 13, in that also database one. So I'll just create a new database here. So database here, I'll enter JIRA DB. Okay. So same owner is Postgres same. Okay. Then save. So now at the same server, I have a two databases. Okay, one is a JIRA DB, one is a Postgres. Okay, so in the JIRA DB also, I can create a new schema also if I want. Okay, schema is a public schema now, and I'll create it a schema called JIRA. So I'll enter if you want capsulator JIRA. Owner is a JIRA DB is fine. Then click on owner schema. No. Okay, then save. Okay, so this is what, like earlier what I've created, like I created a new server and we don't want new server. So in an existing same sub 13 server, we have a two database. One is JIRA DB and one is Postgres. In the JIRA DB, I've created a schema JIRA. So this is what we can do now. Okay, so same in the database now, JIRA DB is fine, JIRA DB. And like normal, we used Postgres only earlier, only one database only we added. Now it's a username Postgres, this is fine. So this is schema is caps JIRA. Okay, now if I click on test connection, yeah, connection successful. Okay, then click on OK, then click on save, click on OK. So but once we save this, I just closed it. Yes, it's closed. Now if I go to the same file where it is like Atlassian application data JIRA dbconfig XML file, this is completely changed. See, earlier it is only H2. Okay, now it is changed. The Postgres SQL 72 schema is JIRA, localhost 5432, JIRA DB, and Postgres JIRA user. This is what we changed earlier. This is total content. So it means when we changed the database details in config file, this dbconfig.xml file also will be automatically changed. And if you edited this dbconfig.xml file, the same will be changed in a config.xml file, the config.windows file also. So wherever you are comfortable, you can. Okay, you are comfortable to edit dbconfig XML file, you can. If you're comfortable to do the changes in that config file, that is also fine. Okay, so anything you can, but we have a two processes. Okay, so once is connected, connection is done. So then I'll start my JIRA. Okay, so then I'll click on start. Okay, so it will take time, as you know, like we'll wait some time. Okay. So obviously it will take time. So I'll start from here also. We can see that logs bin. So any changes is done. So that case is definitely we need to start up. Okay, so I'll just click on startup. Mm. Sometimes when this error will become secure error.jsp. Okay, so this error normally will come by in the local only will come. So organization, I have not seen any time this. Okay, whenever this error comes, I need to stop the JIRA, stop my JIRA. and I need to remove this log file. Okay, if I see here Jira home log file, we need to remove this. Okay, once we deleted that is also sometimes if anything goes wrong in the Jira will be log the login things automatically and the file will be created here. If we remove that file, the log will be go off. So then again we need to start the Jira. Okay, I'll go to this bin folder and I start up Jira. Startup Jira. Yeah, Jira is started. So when something is happen, it's better to clear the cache also. And I'll just go to the history and clear browsing data. Clear. Now better to log in. Oh, again log. So I've seen the error related to database. Let's do one thing again. Config. I'll use default ones. Public test connection. Click on OK. Save. OK. Close. Suppose sometime any permission issues, it will be happen like that. Deleted that. If I open, it's fine. Okay. I'll move this file somewhere else. The documents, I'll paste it. Okay, we'll see. Now if I started thing. Okay. So bin startup. Okay, now these database configurations are okay. Maybe that what we created earlier, maybe some issue with some permission or something. Um it's good everything, but I don't know. Yeah, but this is a way to how to create it. It will be work same as it is. Mm, let's see. And once it's okay, let's do. Yeah. So earlier the error I can see here some lot of places like I've seen database error, database connection error or something. So I thought like some database connection issue. So what we are created, we're trying to create a new server or something, right? So I thought that is an error. So that's why it's connected with the default. Default is working fine. So we just go with that, no issues. And now the actual which page will become. So can we directly open the Jira and use it is as same as it is, or any different page will be open? So this is the main things we need to know. Whenever you started a Jira after database migration, so the page will be open. I'll show you it. I think again something got stuck. Suppose if I Mhm. Yeah, so this is also one example. So we are getting system plugins fail to start. So some cases this type of error will become. So that cases we can do one thing. Again, same we need to stop the Jira. Okay, and I'll just go to the page same, and um can shut down. So this type of error, so we need to clear. So like normal, if Jira is working fine, that is fine. So but um if the error only if you fix it, that is a good thing. The plugins if not started means something is happened, so that we can open this application data Jira. We have a plugins folder. Go to that and we can see here install plugin, install app info, and OSGI plugin bundle plugin. Okay, so this top two OSI bundle plugins, you can delete it. Okay, the folders will be deleted. Okay, and next you can start the Jira, so it will be start again. And second thing we have in WebINF also, I think it's not required to remove WebINF. In that also we have Atlas and bundle plugins. So this is the plugins also, and this is all the Jira related plugins. Okay, so we can see Jira plugins, required system plugins to start. Learn more. So this is a problem, maybe to come to that, it is a problem like memory allocation is a problem, maybe like antivirus is a problem, and a corrupted plugins catchy or uncomfortable Java version, and plugins are disabled in the database. Plugins require more to set up. Jira is locked, uncomfortable, and slow performances, and customize incorrect and incorrect locations. This is lot we have. Okay, so maybe one by one and how to resolve, and they are mentioned like memory allocation, so where we need to memory allocation, that all the things. Okay, one by one solution problem, that all they'll mention. Okay, so this is the all ways we need to perform and delete it, but I deleted first that folder and we'll see. Memory allocation, I think we changed, but that is fine. What we are allocating a memory, um bin folder, uh set env file. This is fine. What we have copy, and I'll do the same changes in setnv.sh also. It's not required. Sometimes it will be work these two. Okay, then I'll just save this. This is also saved. Okay, now start Jira. So when we remove these bundle files, once Jira is started, the files will be created again. Okay, so that cases no issues. We can delete it. But if I see if Jira is started and it will be created, this two again. But our problem is like if that is fixed or not. Okay, so once a database is connections, database migration is done, the next once you start the Jira, the page will be open this. Guys, do you remember when we set up the Jira? Okay, I'll go to the setup. Installation is done, setup. So when you're set up, the first is open the browsers, select the type. I'll set it up myself. Then database connection. So once we connect the database, the application property page will be open, right? So this is the page, application property page. See, before this database connection, I connected with an H2. Okay, so once I connected with H2, what I did from application property setup to till date, what I did that everything is stored in the H2 database. Now I migrated that H2 databases to PostgreSQL. So after this connection database, what I did, everything I missed. Okay, if because after database connection, what we did from the application property setup, everything is stored in the database only. Once we, if you change the database, the data will be complete lost from application property setup to complete what we till date we are missed everything. So that's why before migrating this database, I took the backup. So the backup file we need to import it. So simple way that if you go to, sorry, here only. Okay, so here instead of clicking on next, if you're click on if I click this on next, the new setup will come again. So new Jira will become, so that if you see in the tab, you have an existing data, you can import the data. So yeah, have existing data. So first what we need to do, go to application data, Jira, the what we are exported here. So export file H2, copy this from export folder to move the file into import folder. Move to import folder. So this is already we have older one, 18.4. Like I deleted this and I pasted. So this is the new one. Okay, 5:11 and 10 AM I took this backup. Okay, I move to import folder. Then click on this import your data. Enter file name. What is the file name? h2.zip. So you need to enter this file name also. See, it will be asking it the message it's showing here, enter the name of the Jira backup file that you want import data from. So that should be in the import folder definitely. Okay, so this is the like caches, indexing file, everything that is fine. Then licenses, if license is required we need to enter, if not, nothing. Outgoing email should be disabled definitely, so disable, then import. So this will take some time to import all the data into Jira. And once data is imported, then same everything will be imported, like your user, project, issues, attach, everything will become. You need to use it same username, same password as earlier. Okay, once import the data. Let's see. I hope that's why I just open this file. So after installation, after what you tilled this database connection, once your database connection is done, now the database migrated means we are in this step. Okay, so I connected H2 before and I did all of things like if I use it 1 year or 2 year Jira, the same data will be stored in that first database only. So when we are changing the database, the new database is empty. So that there is no data, is empty data. So that's why when we open the Jira, it will be open application property setup. Okay, so from the application property setup only, we have an options called existing data. So we need to click on that existing data. We need to import the data. So the file, but that's what we need to, before doing this migration, we need to take Jira backup definitely. And we need to move that backup from export folder to import folder, because export is like backups. Import is the import file only will be read by Jira. So Jira will be read the import folder. It will be take the file from here only. It will not take file from the export folder. Okay, so that's what file you want to import, you need to move that into import folder, then import it. Okay, so let's wait some time. So it will be import the data. After the data, just login page will come. Just enter same username and password, and database is migrated or not, we need to check the same in the application system info. Again, you need to go to system info, we need to do it. But definitely once Jira is migrated, database is migrated, we need to do these things. Okay, we need to check the memory, we need to do the database monitoring, we need to check integrity checker, we need to perform, and indexing project in Jira level we need to perform, so that the future will be increased. Okay, as of now, once database connection, so the connection is not perfectly matched, uh, perfectly work. So when we do that integrity checker or indexing, okay, so that cases that all configuration will be resync, and Jira will be work very fast. And there's a comparison also. Whenever we use H2, definitely it will work very slow. And when we use any standard database, it works fine. Okay, so let's see. And once is input the data. Hey guys, once data is import completed, you can see the same login page. Okay, so use it same username and password, click on login. Okay, so it will be login same as usual. The data will be import like username, password, everything. Okay, so same username and password we need to use. And if you see same dashboard, I can see now. Okay, so same data, same projects, and this is all projects what I have, and that is the issues, everything as same as it is. Now if I go to the system, so yeah, definitely it will work little slow. So we need to do this integrity checker. So as I told you earlier, so I've selected all. So because database connections, it's just now done. So maybe some issues will be there for setting or synchronizations. So that's why I'm doing this indexing or integrity checker. Yeah, it's working slow. I'll do full reindexing. So this is better. But normal organization level, we cannot do full reindexing because it's required a downtime. Okay. So do background reindexing when it is required, but this is not required full reindexing. Okay. Then if I see database monitoring, um, see guys, earlier the database read time is more. Now it is completely down because I've changed to PostgreSQL. PostgreSQL working fine. So that's why the read and write time is very less now. So but earlier this H2 database is read time is more. So that's why my Jira is working very slow. That time you observed, right? So now it's down completely, and it's very less graph now. Okay, connection also is good. This time the connection is end. So before we stop the Jira, we are changing the database that time. So there is nothing showing here. So then again started now, but the connection pool is fine. Then if I see a system info, so this where we need to find the database. Now see the database is PostgreSQL. Okay, so this is the JDBC address. This is what we installed now. Okay, and this is the way. Now see that memory also increased. I've just increased memory 4084, right? So that is now, and 2874 is a free as of now. Use memory, this 70% is free. Earlier it is 57 only. So I told you, right, the refresh is like restart the Jira is mandatory once we change the JVM. So now we are restarted Jira, that's why these changes is appearing. Okay, So this is the way how to migrate the database. Okay, so as now our data is as it is earlier, just we change the database, we set up the database, we migrated the database with the connection, then we are import the data, and now the data is working fine. Okay, and now is good thing that we face some error, the log error. So when we get the log or something, we need to remove that log file. Sometimes it is created, the Jira will be start, now is log is there, but Jira is started. So sometimes Jira is error. That time we need to stop the Jira. We need to remove this file. Then we need to start it. Second thing, when plugin related things error will become, we need to come to this plugin folder, remove this bundle plugin, OSGI plugin. So then the issue is resolved. Okay. So these two we faced it today. That is a good thing because you understand now like how to fix it when issues will become like that. Okay. This is a two troubleshooting we will generally received it. Organization level will not receive it these things, but local we face this issue, but in the organization also if comes, this is the way to fix it. Okay, so guys, this is today's sections. Okay, Jira troubleshooting and migrate the databases. And guys, today I will share you that email one and system recording section also. You just guys go through that and do it. Okay.